This message is for you. And the message is because your light irritates the demons in other beings, so that means you are exactly doing the right thing. What do I mean? Just go ahead and try all of the things that you're passionate about. And then you will find out how people get jealous and they want to throw their hate on you. And that is your entry point into greatness. Know that something that irritates their demons is exactly the thing that is the divine in you. The reason being, the evil, the dark energies always hate the person of light because they are having their own skills. So the fact at gym, you have all that energy and you can do your exercises in absolutely uncomparable ways as compared to others. Now what happens? The demons of your haters gets triggered the moment they look at you. So, like, I go to this gym and where there are pathetic, literally pathetic gym trainers, and they, first of all, though, I literally laugh at the way how they are training the people who come in there because they are just telling them something so commonsensical and so basic that, in fact, I'm shocked why are people even paying them for that. Those basic exercises are there. In fact, YouTube is a wonderful place. YouTube has the best of the best things and the best exercises all for free by top-notch fitness experts in the world. So I don't see any reason why would somebody pay a dumb trainer who is not giving them what they want. Or maybe my expectation from a trainer is way too high because I do not want somebody who is going to teach me something too basic. So I don't see any reason. Anyway, that is not my problem. Probably that's all they know. I had a problem because these trainers, not only are they poor in their education on the stuffs that they teach, but also on the way how they are poorly behaved. So the sort of stupid foul languages that they use for people who come in, they see somebody like me and they get so jealous. They literally hide the equipment so that I cannot get it. And that is so cheap. And they don't know that if I complain, they might get fired. But anyway, I understand that those are the energy demons. I understand that their demons get triggered the moment they see somebody extremely skillful like me. And such is the case not just in the gym, even in the outer world. So I was at the shopping center and there was a white woman with two children. And I'm not saying anything against white because I just talk on circumstances. There are times when even brown or it's not about the color. It's just on the vibe. Like I always say, it's not about the color of just because you're a brown doesn't make you very divine. Just because you're a black doesn't make you very divine. Just because you're a white or a yellow does not make you very divine. It's who you are inside your soul that determines whether you are a divine or are you a demon. But anyway, coming to this context, there was a white woman. She was already looking too sick and tired, and I could sense she was completely miserable. And she came right in front of me in the lift and started coughing on my face. So I didn't say nothing. I just coughed back at her because I think sometimes people need to get a taste of their own medicine. So I had to. And then she got so frustrated. Like she thought, we being nice, because I'm a nice person, I'm just going to take her shit. But I said, not this time. Probably I'll just give it back to you. Return to sender. And then she got so furious and she told me, did you just cough on my face? So I just smiled at her. And that literally got her so damn trigger. She got so mad. Just watch out. How when you treat people just the way how they treat you like shit, now you can't handle that, isn't it? Do not test the chosen ones. We are nice to the nice people. If you're a demon, our darkest demons are zillion times darker than what you motherfuckers can ever imagine. The gym trainer at this gym was an Indian guy, and he's completely trash. I know that by the way how he works, by being complete like a snake in front of somebody who he did not treat them well because they're already ill behaved. But this dumbass, he knows who I am. He knows exactly how I work. I've got ethics, I've got integrity. and I don't fall low like you. So he's telling to us another cheap client, something trash about me. And I'm like, fuck you, because you should know where you belong. These people are like dirt. In fact, matter of fact, I have a lot more respect for a dirt, for just completely something nothing, than people who are so low. So it's not that I'm hating on nationality, I'm hating on the vibe. Because it's a dual game, and just like how you guys play the game, how you, the negative entities, play the game, I, the hero, the king, also play too. So naturally, because I'm the king, and I might show you where you are and where you belong. So, why I tell all this? So that any other person of light who watches these videos, they should step up to their power so that you know who you are. See, this is how it works. The world is going to bring you to your knees as long as you keep on giving them as long as you keep letting them. It's not about a Hindu, a Muslim, or a Christian. If they've got a bad vibe, they do have a bad vibe. If they do not want to see you shine, period. Have no respect for them. Have respect for the people who respect you. The chance for being a doormat, or just so that people say whatever trash to you, fuck you, and this is the language of the world. Fuck him, fuck her. Why? Just because they see who you are. And they be so low, so downtrodden, they need not die in the future. They are already dying here. I see they all look dead. Just because they have more money doesn't make nothing. Those are all beggars. And this is the state of the world. A king, a real king, would have nothing. But they would be walking the planet, like how I do. And a beggar would have everything, all of the money, car, power, bullshit. You still look like shit. You're still a piece of shit. And the funny thing is how these demonic entities are also making their children like that. So yesterday, there were two little children, I would say. Maybe they were like, maybe 12 or 13, like teenage or something. And they looked at me and said, looks like shit. So I didn't say anything. I just smiled. But that just made me see through their upbringing and actually in reality, they both were too ugly, but I didn't say anything because I did not want to. Right? So the funny thing is that how they've been brought up. A world of hate is only bringing about children who are full of hate and fear. So when they see somebody of light who's divine, who's a divine god or a divine goddess in a human form, they cannot stand that now. They rather want to show you that you're dumb. So have you ever realized, you being the person of light, all weirdos come around you thinking that you are like them? Just because you're acting sober does not mean that you're low like them. See, it's a roundabout way. You come at that point through infinite amount of work, through regular work on yourself. It's a complete inner work. But what these fools and demonic entities are trying to do is, they want to show you that they are intelligent. Very funny. In fact, I just wonder, how could somebody be so dumb to have such illogical illusions about themselves that they are intelligent while completely being inferior and dumb all their lives? And just because they think they have got money more than you, first of all, how do you know how much I have? I have just chosen to live simple. I can buy whatever I want. But then I see the other side of it. I see the glitch in that. The more you have, then you are not allowing yourself to have the freedom to explore more. Why do you think that people who have a lot of houses and cars, if you truly want all of that excess, have that, but make yourself free so that you can explore more out of life. Because life is not just about hoarding things. Life is not just about, I have this and that so that nobody puts me down. That's never going to happen. There's always going to be somebody above you or even below you who are going to hate you. So choose your battle wisely. So pick and wish. Be careful what you wish for. You should be careful what you wish for. Just be careful what you want. People ending up into miserable marriages and miserable relationships just because they have the fear to face themselves. And then when they see a person of light, someone like me, They want to taunt you and hate you and say, fuck her, bullshit, I'm not your cup of tea, I'm the sky. And you exactly deserve what you have around you, your shit family. Because you're a piece of shit who deserves another shit just like that. You built your own world. And I'm divine. I've chosen divinity. My world is entirely different. I don't think like you. I don't walk like you. I don't move like you. I don't live like you. There's no commonality between you and me. And mind you, I'm not talking about religion, race, color. It's just about a vibe. Even though you're somewhere from where I'm born, even though you're just born in India, that doesn't make you my vibe tribe. Just because you're a white doesn't make you my vibe tribe. Just because you're a yellow or a Muslim doesn't make you my fucking vibe tribe. All these low vibrational people who are literally shit, who are just spreading like demons and making the earth an ugly place, what do they want to do? They want to take up the people of light and they want to destroy them. Just like Jesus. So Jesus was the person of light and he was hated upon and he was crucified. Same thing they did to Buddha. Same thing they did to Rumi. Now we celebrate in glory of Buddha and Jesus Christ and Rumi and all the saints. When they were actually alive, when they were living on the planet, they stoned them. They hated them. And who are these people? Who are these people? These are the same people of the demonic side. So don't say it's a one world and we are all one. That is the true at a very higher state of transcendence. At the lower level, when they are playing out dirty, you must come to your demonic form and fight. What did Lord Krishna say to Arjun? Lord Krishna told Arjun in the battle of Kurukshetra in Gita, in Mahabharata, to fight. Arjun was a divinely being. He was the biggest devotee of Lord Krishna, a complete surrender to the Lord. And he said, I don't want to fight. But he had to fight the demons. So if you're on this world and you do have opposition because you are a person of light, which is the case, you would be intentionally ignored by people of darkness because they know who you are. They see the goddess in you. They see the God in you, but they want to put you low. Have you ever wondered why all the chosen and indigo children are taking up low-level jobs? While you deserve to be the king, you deserve to be the president, you deserve to be the CEO. You are born to be ruling the dumb fucking masses. Know who you are, know your powers. And look at the way how women are treated, how females are treated. They're just treated all the time low. Throughout the world. Truly, the women should be in power. The leaders should be women. They know how to operate. A true woman, I'm saying a woman in a goddess form, not a demonic woman. Demonic female, I'm not talking about them. Demonic females are just the parallel of demonic men. And that's why they like to fuck each other while trying to destroy the divine feminine, the divine goddess female. And the same way, a divine man is operating from a very different mindset. Divine man is very different. And it does not matter you're a white or a black. A divine man operates from a very different state of existence. He has that Christ consciousness. He's not operating like how these motherfuckers are actually working, how they act like being nice to you in front of your face while being a complete wolf on the inside. They are scared of nothing. Those are the true leaders. Like how Mahatma Gandhi was, like how Vivekananda was, like how Martin Luther King was, like how Abraham Lincoln was, like how Nelson Mandela was. Those are the real men. Those are the divine men. That is true masculinity. And not just acting cheap and vulgar. Just look at the standard of men these days. So poor and so vulgar. All you see is just vulgarity. Some cars just cross by me as I'm on my cycle or I'm walking and they say, fuck her. Like, look at their standard. And these assholes are married to women. Look at how poorly are they treating their wives. They're treating their wives like objects. They're treating other women on the street like object. They're going to treat their own child like God knows. A cheap man, a vulgar man is going to destroy the society. So coming back to the talk on women, how and why should women be given the power? It's not about should be given the power. Women need to raise up and find the goddesses within themselves. The reason why women were told since childhood that they're going to be weaker than another man. So you even see, look at the disparity. For the same job, a female might be getting an hourly pay of say $100 an hour, and for the exact same job, a man who is just going to be more barbaric, more attacking, would be paid $130 an hour. So there is the difference in even financially. And of course, women are being manipulated everywhere, be it in family or be it in the outer world. And that is all done on reason. Mind you, all of that is on reason. Because they know that women have got power, but truly if they accepted to this, now the men would have to act based on the orders of the women. And truly, like how Indira Gandhi was, she was a phenomenal Indian Prime Minister. Truly, the women, even in a lot of tribal communities, you see, even in, in shaman tribes, the leader of the tribe were all women. And women need to be coming in power. And I'm saying true, authentic power. I'm not just saying that because how this day and age, the boss bitch culture is there. So women are there at higher levels, but then they are also copying men. They're also trying to be like a mean man. So there is a woman dressed in female clothing with all that, fancy stuffs and accessories. But who are you inside? You are just trying to be like that man who's trying to control and who's just trying to hoard more. That is not a true leadership. A true leadership is completely different, wherein true leadership means that you are thinking not about yourself. True leadership means you plan the things out. Of course, you do not want a chaotic environment, but then you do want that things should be in place, in order, and you use power only where it's needed. But how is the world operating these days? There is insane amount of control. That is control. That is not power. Mind you, the more the amount of control, more criminals the society is going to produce. Just take a look in the companies. You are a regular employee which has been working for 10 years of your life. Every new organization that you join, they are doing a background verification on you all the way for the past 10 years as if you are a criminal. And what about the criminals in the city? What about the criminals in the world? They just move freely. They are let loose. And there is absolutely no check on them. Because they know that I don't want to do all that nonsense, and nobody even dares to put a control on them. So who are the ones who are being controlled? The normal masses. The normal people, the people who follow, those are the ones that are being controlled. So it's as if the goodness wants, it's always like the good people, the humble people are going to be controlled and manipulated. And who are making the rules? The demonic entities, naturally. Don't you understand this game as yet? Or am I talking too outlandish? Are you getting what I'm saying? This is very commonsensical, and I just always had these questions since I was a small child. Why is the world operating like this? And why is nobody having a problem with it? And why are they just wasting out? No wonder alcohol and drugs industry is in such demand, because they want to keep you asleep. They want you to not question the right things. And in return, they just want you to consume and consume and consume. So they made up this false system of money so that you can just keep on buying houses and cars and take that 1,000 vacation trips and buy all that money and buy those 10 bags. In fact, I know ladies who have got wardrobe just full of clothing and closet and stuffs and stuffs and stuffs and stuffs. For what? Do you think that will fulfill you anyhow? Stuffs. Bullshit. Fuck all that shit. And shame on you that you do not even have a question on these things. You don't get the power. You be that power. So don't expect that if you're a female and you want to be respected, then you go and tell them, please respect me in your school, in your college, at your workplace. Fuck that shit. Be a badass goddess every single day. You get it? Stop letting that motherfucker dumb husband of yours try to control you. Stop letting that dumb ass manager over you who's trying to control you and try to give you crumbs. Like, do this, do that. You're not a toddler. The problem with the women is they have themselves taken up to the lower place. It's not on men. So I've got no problem with men. I've got problem with the weaker women who do not know who they are. Men have never seen a true woman of real goddess power. That's why they treat you like shit. And even if they do know that you're the goddess, like they do know who I am, still they come around. But I know that's for a different reason. That's because their demon gets triggered. And they be so scared of you. They be so fucking scared of your light. Because they know that I can destroy them. But I don't do that. I can destroy a lot of garbage in this world just with a thought, because thoughts have power. And I know how to harness that. I know how to access that. And it's not me. I do not take the control on me that it's me. I know it's the divine force that works through me. It's the divine force that tells me what I should do at what time. Because I'm all alone, but I make the right moves. You know why? Because I do not believe in taking a low-level help from some motherfucker outside. So see, that's why I stand tall in who I am. And that's why I claim I'm the king, because I am the king. And by the way, I don't hold any sort of an ego about that I'm so fancy and I'm the king because I don't want anything from you. And I can see through all of the bullshit that you guys do and try to control and manipulate me so I can give attention to you. Sorry, that's not going to happen. You guys are way too ugly to get the attention from goddesses and gods. Divine men are like gods. They do not pay shit attention to you demonic asuras. Divine goddesses, true divine females, goddess-like females, they do not give a shit to the other vampire-like females who are trying to attack you, who are trying to get jealous of you just because you're an intelligent girl in school, just because you're a smart girl in college, just because you're a smart employee at work. Of course, they're going to hate you. Of course. Of course, they're going to despise you because they know exactly who you are. They are not going to have any sort of a problem as long as you act weak, you act dumb, you act like a motherfucking retard, you act like shit, you be in a hospital. They've got no problem. The moment you start shining your light, all these demons, all of that literally come out of nowhere. Watch that. They want to steal and feed on your energy. All those motherfuckers, they want to eat. You know what? In fact, I'm 100% sure you're going to vibe to that. If you're a person of light, know as soon as you enter a space, how people suddenly start to act upright. They want to look smart. They want to be smart. They start to do their hair. They start putting themselves like, oh yeah, I better put my act right because now she's there. And why is that? Because you operate to your best version every single day. You do not cut corners around that. These people of darkness, they can do nothing to you. Let me tell you, even if those are the people in your own family, if it's your father who makes fun of you, who's jealous of your vibe, if it's your mother, if it's your sister, if it's your brother who are jealous of you because they tag you like a black sheep because they exactly know who you are. They exactly know, they know that you have the power to change and stir up the entire world. All right? If people do not like you when you're ascending spiritually because you see the matrix and you see the bullshit and the rules of the game. And naturally, somebody of low consciousness is going to have a lot of stuffs. But that does not guarantee they have higher state of consciousness. And also understand that there are also rich people who have very high level of consciousness, who operate out of integrity. So those are who? Those are not the demons. Those are again on the light side. People who keep their business clean, people who are giving employment to a lot of people who are working for a cause. Who are these people? They are also super rich, but their intentions are different. That's the reason they in turn are the divine men. Those are the divine feminine. All these men and women I'm talking about, the successful ones. People like Oprah Winfrey. These are divinity. These are completely living gods and goddesses on the planet. And what are they trying to do? They're just trying to portray how a world should be. They're not just living out of low vibrational energies and trying to throw their head. See, understand this. The reason why the haters hate you is because they have been beaten down by this matrix and they feel that, well, I was fucked up, so let me fuck others' happiness too. Because my happiness was totally screwed up, completely fucked up shit. So let me just go and do whatever the hell I want to. Number one, because nobody cared about my emotions. Nobody loved me as a child. Nobody loved me as a husband. Nobody loved me as a father. So these type of men and women, they know that they have never truly found real love. And that's all for the reason, because you never chose to be silent, to go to the dead end of your own self. That means sit with the unknown. So don't think that the world was unjust to you. Know that you did not have the courage to be with yourself. And now you blame it on the world and you say that, well, the world is fucked up place, so let me go and fuck them. What sort of shit are you? Like that lady in the lift today? She was so miserable. She was looking like a live disease. And shame on her, like she had 2 children. How poorly she's going to raise those 2 children. This is the thing. Low vibrational people are going to make all the environment around them like a rotten apple rots rest of the apples. So choose your environment. Or you have 2 choices. Either you move to a better place with where there are high vibing people, and you've got to find your tribe. Don't say, I don't know. Oh, there's nobody like me. Did you look out? Did you see? Or if you choose to stay in mud, live like a lotus. If you say that the world is mud, then you must transcend the world. Like how Jesus Christ said, he did not run away because there were these demonic kings who wanted him dead. He did not run away because he knew what Judas was doing. Look, another thing, just because people keep following you, don't think they are your supporters. Judas was on every meeting that Jesus Christ had held. And the demon was right there, right next to him. And Christ was not a fool. He was genius. He was God's son. He was literally God himself. He was the Father he's talking about. And what did he say? I know amongst us is somebody who would betray me. So if you feel there are all Judas around you in the world, then be like Lotus, be like Christ. And don't say that Christ said love your neighbor like how you love yourself. If that love means that you should voice out the nonsense for the purity of the world, you've got to. Like Christ did not just keep quiet, right? If that was his message, just love everybody else, he would not have chosen to tell the truth in the first place. But he spoke the truth. He knew that he would be crucified for that. He knew who would be killed on the physical plane. But guess what? He came back again. He was resurrected. In fact, Jesus is right now. He's all around me. I feel his vibe. That's why I'm fearless. And mind you, I've got nobody by my support. It's the divine energies that take care of me. I 100% tell this on truth because, first of all, I don't lie. Divine energies takes care of you if you respect that divinity. But if you have fallen down to be like them, then there's going to be no help. Then the universe says, if you have chosen to do you, then do you. If you have chosen to play it small and play by tricks, then by all means, the Maya, the divine goddesses, she will give you all the opportunities to play low. But if you are humble, if you have surrendered to the gods, to the divinity, to Christ consciousness, to Krishna consciousness, to Lord Shiva, to the goddesses, to Goddess Devi, Durga, to Goddess Kali, who is complete fierce form of female divinity. Every female has this energy. She can tap into her goddess form, to her goddess energy. She can tap into that infinite source of energy and intelligence and wisdom. But people be so weak and low that they say, no, that is not for me. However, they do not know that you unconsciously are picking on the demonic side. So don't be shocked if you find sleepless nights. Don't be shocked if you get weird dreams. Don't be shocked if you find yourself lost. Don't be shocked if you have got anxiety. Don't be shocked if you find yourself in depression. And mind you, you guys might be hanging out with ton of fake lunch parties with your friends and family and still come back home depleted. Because first of all, your conversations were all dumb-ass, deafening and dumb, shallow level, which makes no sense. None of you feed each other's soul. You're all about, I will snatch something from you, I will snatch from your energy, so I don't have to face myself. And in turn, he or she does the same thing with you. You all just fuck up each other's energy. And your only joy is in making fun of somebody who is exceptional. So look at Albert Einstein. We talked like he was the most genius brain and he had made all these discoveries and stuffs. But what about his life? Just take a look at his life. He was forced into exile. He was told to leave his own country. And why? Because people, when they see somebody of truth, of intelligence, of beauty, of real stuff, they just cannot take it because they're so used to of fakeness. Now when they see somebody so real, they just can't stand. How could that be? How could somebody be so intelligent? How could somebody be so wise? How could somebody be so beautiful? How could somebody be so talented? This is the truth of it. So what they try and do is, in fact, all this is the situation, right? So they intentionally do not be around that person. So that's how he was by himself. And he would just sit in his laboratory and do all those experiments and study the laws, be more invested into his own findings. So don't let nobody else fool you that just because they are all together and they are very nice, they're all a bunch of fools. If you all just come together only for gossip and bullshit, well then just question what you are doing and why. And if you say that life is pointless, and no matter how good you do, you will always be tested. And no matter how hard you try, there are always going to be tests which needs you to expand your consciousness. That means to fail and fail and fail and keep on failing. And it feels disgusting, but we are still with it. The price you are paying for this is of complete discomfort. So look at this, how the society has made all this bullshit and lies that comfort means success. Fuck this shit. Comfort means your fault. You see that? All the people with maximum comfort, they look miserable. There's no life in them. Their eyes are dead. Their soul is dead. And look at a person who is taken to truth and light and they're constantly struggling to find They're doing the inner work. Look at musicians, look at artists, look at scientists, look at somebody who's a creator, look at an entrepreneur. Those are the givers in society. We are the givers in society. The rest are the motherfucking takers. And that's why they hate you. All they know is to consume. That's all they know. Give me, give me, give me house, give me money. Money, money, money. Money is your God. Their families are built on money. If the man didn't have money, there's no family. And how such men actually see women like objects. So you just notice how the society is designed. A rich, successful man, as they tag it, wants a beautiful, pretty, doll-like wife. Because he's trying to show that she's not a human, she's a doll. And I'd rather show it like a doll to the world so that others would get envious of me. What a low state of level of consciousness. No wonder that man exactly attracts that same sort of a vibe tribe. Because who you are is exactly what you're going to attract. And look at a divine-like man. Divine gods like Ram, like how Lord Ram lived. He was married to goddess Sita because a divine man will, of course, marry another divine goddess. And look at the saints. They do not even have a partner. Most of the saints and sages you will see, they never had anyone. Christ never had anybody else, any partner. Buddha had, and he had options. He was the king, he was the prince. He had almost anything he could have in the world. But he saw the pointlessness of it. Lord Ram, he was the king of Ayodhya, and he married goddess Sita. She was a goddess, and she was a princess too. He did not marry any demonic asura like Shurpadakha. Shurpadakha, the another devil demon, she was very much interested in Ram and Lakshman. But this is the thing, a divine being is never ever going to fall for demonic people, demonic beings. It's never going to happen. A divine person is always going to be in line with the divine other beings. And of course, you as a person of light are going to be attracted by a lot of demons. So this same story goes on in Hindu scriptures too. So Durga Devi, who was the goddess, and she was so beautiful and she was so powerful and so strong. So all these demons, all these asuras came around her because they were so attracted to her beauty. How beautiful she is. So let me just attack her. But when the goddess fought and she destroyed all of those demons. So see, all of these divinity is inside the female. The universal energy is actually feminine. The energy aspect itself is feminine. And the consciousness, the emptiness, the space, the nothing, that is Lord Shiva, that is the masculine. That is the Shiva and Shakti combination of how the universe runs. This is the basic. This is the basic. So naturally, if you are a divine goddess, you are going to be attracted and hated upon by all these demons outside. So I'm making this video to tell you that know your powers. You do not have to be in fearful state because you see the demons outside, and they, of course, what is the job of a demon? To scream and shout. What is the job of godliness? To stay quiet. But learn when to attack. Learn how to control and manipulate energy. Learn how to destroy in silence. Learn to play the game of life because it's a dual game and you've got to play. If you don't know how to play, you're going to get eaten up. So if you have chosen to be on the truth side, and you better choose it, because I'll tell you, all this useless meanderings with losers is not going to take you nowhere. And you're just going to feel you have just wasted your whole life and truly never found something that was worthwhile? Why do you think people go to sages and saints? Why do you think, despite so much material wealth in America, so many top-notch American entrepreneurs, why did Steve Jobs go to India to meet Neem Karoli Baba? Because he knew the pointlessness of all of this material nonsense. There was no love in nowhere. But when he found Neem Karoli Baba of India, he knew what true love is. Why did Ramdas go to India? Ramdas was a superbly phenomenal laureate, and he was a philosopher. He used to teach, and he was so damn rich. But he saw the meaninglessness and pointlessness. So he was saying he was flying his own uh, plane one day, and along with him, his cousin was also there. And the cousin said, "I'm not very happy because my other relative has got even better aeroplane." And then he just felt that this is a never-ending thing. So if you have $20,000, you want 40,000. If you have 40,000, you want 400,000. And this is just like the count, which is never ever going to, it's never going to keep you satisfied. But in the now, you just have way more than what you actually need. So know that you're not in a state of lack. Like if you have a house, if you have stuffs to eat, if you can move around, if you are healthy, your basic requirement is met. Your basic needs are met. In fact, not just basic, your excess needs are also met. Your problem is your excess needs are met 100 times more, but still you are trying to compare yourself to somebody else. That is your problem. Imagine if you were living all alone in this world and there was nobody else. You're not going to compare yourself and feel that I have less because somebody else has more. And this is the problem of the world. Everybody's trying to compare themselves to somebody else. Why? Why your haters hate you? Because secretly they are trying to look at you and they see that, oh, how come she be so much better than me? That is how you are thinking. We do not think that we are better than you. You are the one which is finding that you are inferior. And that's why you go on doing all this drama and wreak havoc. And that's why you want to come and destroy us. Well, that is not going to happen. Since eternity, this game of yin yang, this darkness trying to eat the light and light trying to eat the darkness has been going on. And if any point in time you thought that only darkness won, that was not the case. The game of life is like you will take it to the climax. You will take it to the climax, the game. So the enemies take on with their best fights, and we, the divine gods and goddesses, we fight in with our intelligence. We fight in with our resources. We fight in with our 100% skill. So know that if you're a person of light, if you're my vibe tribe, you cannot take shortcut now. You cannot go back now. You have come too far. That means you've got to learn. That means you've got to work. That means you've got to be smart. So stop just playing out weak that I'm a person of light, so I'm just going to die now. Die? Everyone is going to die. Do you think your haters are not going to die? They might die tomorrow. They might die today in an accident. They might get a heart attack. And what about you? You're also not eternal. Nobody is eternal. Everybody in the physical plane, we all are born and we all are going to die. Yesterday I heard somebody say that, oh, is she going to die? So I just laughed to myself and I thought, you are going to die too. We are all going to die. You are born to die. Do you get it? People want to see death like a very scary thing. Well, I have done a lot of study on death. I have done, I think, more than 6,000 hours of study about death. And not just death study in terms of physical books and audiobooks, but also I'm studying death, which is the exhale. Your exhale is the death, and your in-breath, the breath that you take in, is life. I've studied death. And what is dying basically? when you feel that you cannot have your one more breath, when you feel that, when you are so searching for that breath, maybe while you're in water or sometimes while you're doing your breathing exercises and you find that you're so out of breath, and that point in time you appreciate the value of one breath. And what did the God say? What did the saints say? What did Christ say? What did all these beautiful beings say? That all of your breath is counted. Everybody is going to die. People want to delude themselves by saying, oh, they will die, as if you are not going to die. And you think you have a lot of time? Stay in this illusion and watch your life pass by. Too many people have thought, I'm too young now. I'm so young. I'm just a teenage. Without you knowing, 10 years will go by. Your whole life will pass out in front of you, and you will not even know you have turned old. When I look at old people in shopping center, on the street, on the road, I just see through them that they were also once like very young. They were also born to a mother. And we all are going to traverse this same cycle of life. Everybody is born, lives through, adult, then gets old and dies. So if you think you have time, you are very wrong. First of all, you don't know when you will die. So it's very essential that you stay aligned to the fact that you can die any single day. Stay aware of that. Because that is what will keep you going. No matter how much you hate death, but death is your teacher. Death is your greatest teacher. What is death after all? Something we want to resist. Because what is death actually? See, death is the suppression of your things that you want and you not getting that. So you feel cheated at that time. You feel annoyed. You feel somebody has pushed your buttons, right? Why am I making this video today? Because I had too many events which I thought maybe I should make a pep talk on that. But then I just had this question: am I making these videos because society presses my buttons? Or if I try and suppress that energy which wants to come out in a creative force, I don't think I'm doing it right. I don't think I'm doing justice to life. Because just like how life has created me was for the purpose that I tell my message, I tell my story to the world. And that's what I do. I don't do this for accolades and for praise. I just do this because I have to. Because I'm told to by the universe, I'm told to by the gods. I'm told to by my higher self. And I like to listen to my higher self. Because I'm a being of higher order. Because I'm a being of light. And I'm very honest about the side I'm playing with. And I'm also very honest about the people who are my vibe tribe. Because I'm a good player. And the life is wild. And life has got insane amount of new stuffs she brings me every day. So no matter how much things I've done in a day, how many things I want to do most creatively, be it my movements, my exercise, my thoughts, watching my thought, doing what I truly want, something that my soul aligns with, something that makes my soul dance. And I feel that all of that is like a gift. It's like I'm relishing the juice of life. I'm living in the most beautiful essence of life right here and right now. Part of it is also the haters make me feel very much alive. Have you noticed this? When you are in a very nice, calm place, then there is no sense of I. Your ego does not arise. Like let's say you go to a Buddhist temple or you go to a monastery, a Zen monastery. Have you realized how calm is the energy that you just forget that there is a you? I went to one monastery here in Sydney. It's little outside. It's Nantien. And it's so beautiful. The vibe, the aura of the place is so beautiful. It's so pristine. And even the physical beauty of that temple, of the beautiful Buddhas that they have put, the structure of the temple, everything is so beautiful. And there is an essence of healing in beauty. Have you seen somebody you see who's very beautiful and peaceful, how they've got a different sort of aura around them? You just want to be around them. Not because you're romantically or physically attracted to them, but just because some beings have that divinity in them. They have a very different sort of an aura around them. And some people have got so distorted energies. Just the very look of them from two streets down wants you to take some other street. Because you know that energy is so disturbing. They look so misaligned out of who they are. And they move out in the world just like vampires leeching onto others' energy. You must stay and be watchful. And if you find such energies and entities, and if you can make a move out, then move out. If you can't, then go within. So that their negativity does not touch you. So I was saying this thing that, have you noticed that when you are in a peaceful place like a temple or in a monastery, or you just hear the sound of a bell of a Tibetan singing bowl, or you're just watching rain from your window with your tea or coffee, or even without tea, coffee, just watching the sound of rain, just watching the beautiful rainfall. How peaceful is that? There's no I in you at that time. There's no solidity I am enjoying it. No. There's just the sound of rain and you are not there. You are just not there. And that is the reason why we all love to sleep. In our deep sleep, we do not have any problem. You are not there. Your world is not there. Your problems are not there. Your desires are not there. Your fears are not there. Your to-do list is not there. Your expectations of the future of how it is going to ruin me and that I will get old and die, because a very good philosopher said, to hope for the future is a terrible thing, because in the future you are only going to get old and die. So don't expect and have hope for the future. Having a hope is in vain thing. Make your now happy. Just make your now beautiful. And how you do that is by looking for beauty in the here and now. So whatever is ugly and despised, just don't look at that. They would scream around you like demons, literally trying to get your attention. Don't give them attention. Just don't. If they're screaming, they're doing drama, let them. If they want to trash talk you, let them. Whatever the hell they want to do. It's about them. See, Jordan Peterson talked very beautifully about this. We are all like fruits. So if an orange is squeezed, orange juice will come out of it. If an apple is squeezed, apple juice will come out of it. So what you are is what is going to come out of you. If these demons, their life is so messed up and all they know is hate and drama and disgust, so naturally they are going to portray that onto you. Mind you, it has got nothing to do with you. Let people have whatever nonsense perception of you. It does not matter. What matters is you keep working on yourself. What matters is you be watchful of your thoughts. What matters is you choose beauty over ugliness of soul. What matters is you keep your soul and body like a temple. Worship it. It's divine. It is divine. Watch out for the foods that you eat. Don't just eat any random thing. Because you are your food. You are a food body. You are the Annamaya kosha. So whatever food you eat is what you are. If you are eating healthy, nutritious, vegetarian, vegan food, naturally your thoughts are going to be purified. Your creativity, intelligence is going to peak up. You would be very good in studies. You would be able to focus more, concentrate more. You would be able to create whatever you want. But if you are eating all the time, just trash food, so don't be shocked. That's how you would become too. That's how the body reacts. If we are eating more alkaline based food, first of all, you're going to keep away all the inflammation, all the diseases, all of the unease in the body. So prefer eating alkaline foods, because your body is like a battery, and if it is given the right food, then it operates at its optimum best level. Don't be scared to use your body. A lot of us are scared to use our bodies. So see, all these mountain climbers and people who do a lot of physical sports, they are also like saints. Don't think that just a mountain biker or a mountaineer or somebody who's a very good racer who runs a lot, who's very physically strong and fit, those people are also like saints, because that needs a lot of focused attention work. Climbing a high peak mountain is so difficult. If you're not skilled, if your energies are not concentrated, you're going to die. And that is the risk a mountain climber takes every time he or she climbs the mountain. That is a very bold thing. So they are very much like saints. So just be yourself, and don't let them change you. You must change them. Be so sharp and bright and beautiful that the world wants to be like you. Don't go out looking for a friend outside. That's what Sadhguru says. And I love Sadhguru. He says that don't try to be cool for others. Just make yourself so much high that the right vibrational people come to you. And this is the thing. When you are working at a high quality, only then the top quality people will want to come and work with you. Or you go and make contacts. But who you are is what you attract. If you are trash, naturally your friend circle would be the same too. If your only joy is laughing at others, forget creativity. Forget all of the higher virtues. That goes down the drain. Eating well, doing exercise, creating stuffs, learning stuffs, all that is too far-fetched. Where are you? That is delusion. And you will see, the more fool a person is, the more confident they try to show like. And I've always seen this person who knows they are very simple and humble. Being simple and humble does not mean you do not speak when the time needs you to. It's a balance, it's like a dance. See, when you watch a dance, it's not all the time exciting movements. There is a time when the music flows, and a dancer, she knows pretty well that she needs to move. Every single move that she makes is to the beat. So to the upbeat, she gives some different dance strokes. Every dancer, he knows that, okay, at this point in time, I should move like this. So it's not a fixed robotic thing. It's not a machine. Dance is very dynamic. And that is our life. Our life is a dance. Our life is a song. So just wake up and roar to your goddess energy. Just wake up and know your powers. Just be who you are. If there are a ton of people hating on you, that means exactly you're on the right path. Choose to be yourself all the time. Don't think of saving yourself. Think of destroying yourself. Because it's exactly like Phoenix in your ultimate point of complete destruction. When you've lost everything, that's when your power comes out. And that's when you become eternal. And that's the whole point of life, to be eternalized, not to live like fools. Just hoarding stuffs and faking with fake ass people. You don't want to do that. I mean, if you want to do that, then naturally you would not be watching this video. I don't make for those audiences. If it's not your thing, of course you would have swiped next, because there are insane amount of videos on the internet, and very few who are at my vibration are going to listen to it, are going to watch this, are going to vibe to it. And I don't have no expectation about that. I just say what my life energies tells me to do. I just act on that. So that's the whole message. Feel the fear and do it. Know that the danger is there outside. Know that the haters are there outside and they want to attack you or want to break your spirit. But be unbreakable. Be unstoppable. I'll see you in the next one. Peace and love. Bye for now.